Welcome to Willard Public Library's virtual Crafternoon. On this October episode, we'll be making some extra spooky spiderweb hoop decorations. Craft kits for this project are available at the Adult Services desk at Willard Public Library while supplies last. Each kit includes one piece of black craft paper that measures 12 inches by 12 inches, one wooden embroidery hoop that measures 7 inches in diameter, one pencil, approximately 9 feet of white yarn, and a creepy plastic spider, of course. You'll also need one pair of scissors, some liquid glue, and some ribbon or string to hang your hoop, but this is optional. To start, get your paper, your pencil, and your embroidery hoop. Unscrew the hoops to separate them. Then trace around the outside of the smaller hoop. Next, take your yarn and measure out a piece that is the same length as your paper, so about 12 inches. You're going to do this 3 different times. Now take those 3 pieces of yarn and your smaller hoop, and you're going to tie a double knot at each end of the yarn, just like this. You're going to want to keep that yarn taut in the center. Repeat the same process with the other 2 pieces of yarn, crisscrossing them in the center of the hoop. When you're ready, you can take your scissors and carefully cut off the tails from each one of your knots. Next, take your yarn and tie one more double knot in the center of your spider web. You can cut off the tail from this knot as well, but leave the long end. We're going to be using that next. So here's where things get a little tricky. We're going to create another knot about 1 inch out from the center of the web on one of our base strands. Start by wrapping your yarn around your fingers to create a small yarn ball. Then loop the ball underneath one of your base strands. This will create another loop that you can feed the yarn ball through to make a knot. Slowly pull it tight about 1 inch out from the center. Now take your yarn ball and simply loop it around the next strand. This should create a capital letter A. For the 3rd strand, you're going to create another knot about 1 inch out from the center of the web, and you're just going to keep repeating this process over and over. So loop 1, knot 1, loop 1, knot 1. The knots will keep the web from bunching up in the center and just creating a big mess, so they're very important. Once you make it back to your 1st strand, you're going to come down another inch from your original knot and just repeat the same process over and over. I'm going to kick it into turbo speed here, but you get the idea. Once you're finished weaving your web, take your yarn and tie a double knot around the hoop. You can either cut off that excess piece of yarn or leave it hanging. Up to you. Fasten your other hoop around your web to keep the knots in place and tighten the screw. At this point, we're almost done. You're going to want to cut out your black circle background. Then place a few small dots of glue around your wooden hoop. Then carefully set the hoop on top of the paper and let the glue dry. If you plan to hang your spiderweb hoop decoration, you can feed a piece of ribbon or string underneath the screw clasp at the top, then just finish with a simple knot or a bow. And of course, no web would be complete without a creepy spider. Put a small amount of liquid glue on the underside of your spider and place it on a flat surface like the wooden hoop or the paper. Wishing you a spooktacular October. Thanks for watching.